Nancy here from Shredded Physiques. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about workout intensity and the 4 different factors that go into play with that. Now, when I talk about workout intensity, I'm talking about the actual physical effort that you put forward into your workout. So a lot of my clients have often asked me, especially for new beginners, how many reps, how many sets should I be doing in my workouts? And that's really going to depend on your training goals, the overall physique that you want to accomplish, and if you're somebody that's looking to build strength, endurance, or if you're looking to put on muscle mass, these are going to be different things that are going to change depending on what it is you're looking to accomplish. So this is just a guideline for those of you that are looking to build a new program, take home with you. These are just different things that I recommend to my clients. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the number of reps per set that I should be doing. So first of all, when we talk about reps, reps are defined as the action point for moving weight from point A to point B. When we talk about sets, we're talking about the consecutive execution of a number of reps performed during your workout. Now, the number of reps performed is going to be based on your training goals. A lot of power lifters, they're typically looking for strength, so their repetition range is going to stay between the 1 to 5 ballpark range. If you're somebody that's looking to put on a little bit of mass with a little bit of strength, you're looking at about 6 to 8 repetitions. If you're somebody that's looking for less mass with more endurance, typically between 9 to 12 is what I recommend. If you're somebody that's wanting to have a little bit endurance with some mass, looking at about 12 to 15, and if you're somebody that wants to have a large amount of endurance, you're looking at about 15 to 20 repetitions. So depending on what it is that you're looking to accomplish is going to depend on how many reps you should be doing during your workouts. So again, if you're somebody that's looking to build strength, I would recommend sitting between the 1 to 5 repetition mark. If you're somebody that's wanting to put on mass, 6 to 8, 9 to 12 is going to be something that you're going to want to work with first for building size. Next, we're going to talk about how much weight should I be lifting. Now, if you're somebody that's advanced to weight training, this is going to be a no-brainer for you. You're obviously going to know what's comfortable, what it is that you can and can't push out based on your limits. But for those of you that are just starting out any type of workout program, it's going to be, again, according to your goals. As mentioned before, is it going to be strength or is it going to be mass? When you're focusing on strength training, where you are falling in between that 1 to 5 repetition mark, you are going to be going a lot heavier. So if you're somebody that's looking to build mass, you're going to want to pick a weight that's going to be comfortable but a little bit challenging, that you can actually push out those 6 to 8 repetitions with a little bit of a challenge, and that you're actually going to feel it burn in your muscles. If you're finding that you pick up 5-pound dumbbells and you can easily push through, the weight's going to be the weight you're going to want to increase, whether that's 5 or 10 increments. That's going to be whatever feels comfortable in your body. But the most important thing is that you're doing it safely and that you're not having improper form while you're doing it. Seen a lot of people go into the gym, pick up heavy dumbbells. They're doing bicep curls, lots of swinging going on, stuff like that. You really, when you are lifting weights, you really want to focus on contracting that muscle. Nice controlled movements. Nice deep breaths in and out. You want to have full control over what you're doing. So if you're picking up weights that are too heavy, and you're having to struggle, or you're breaking your back trying to get the weights up, then you're going to want to lift something that's a little bit lighter for you. Over time, you're just going to want to play around with the weights, get a feel for what feels comfortable, and you're going to know. Your body will tell you firsthand. But for beginners and stuff, it's just going to be a matter of time feeling what's comfortable for you. But again, I can't stress enough that you don't want to pick up weights that are going to be too easy, but just finding that balance of what's going to be comfortable and something that you are going to leave feeling that you had a workout and that you are actually feeling that burn in your muscles. So this is just going to be a little bit of an experiment on your part. But again, for advanced lifters, absolutely, you're always going to want to be pushing yourself to the next level when it comes to building mass. You're always going to want to, increase your weights if you are looking to put on size. So just know the style of training it is that you're doing and working towards that goal. Another method of training is when you train to failure. When you're training to failure, you're performing a set to the point that you can't physically push out another rep. The advantages to this is going to result in greater mass and greater strength as well. And it's also going to force you to lift a lot heavier than you would normally do during any other set, and also push out that extra rep that you didn't do in any of your other sets prior to. Normally, I recommend doing the sets to failure until the end of your workout. Reason for that is it can have disadvantages if you're going into your workout and you're performing all these drop sets or sets to failure in the beginning of your workout. You're going to be burnt out and fatigued a lot faster, and therefore not being able to complete the rest of your workout. So that's just a downfall, that something to keep in mind. Unless you're really confident in your training program, I wouldn't recommend it for beginners. Just get a feel for what's comfortable for you. Work with a weight that you can gradually work your way up to until you feel comfortable enough that you can get to that point where you can really push yourself. But again, you're never gonna want to push yourself beyond that 1 to 2 repetition range short of failure. Not only because it's a safety concern, but again, it avoids putting the extra amount of stress and fatigue on your body. So just something to keep in mind when you are considering doing sets to failure. So the last topic that I wanted to touch on is how long you should be resting in between your sets. Now that's going to vary, again, depending on the style of workout and the type of training that it is that you're doing and the overall physique that you want to accomplish. If you're looking at strength gain, typically you're going to be wanting to take a longer resting period, between 3 to 5 minutes. You want to make sure that you have that full recovery to be able to push the extra force as your body produces higher testosterone levels during this time, allowing for greater gains in strength. If you're looking at endurance, endurance is primarily focused on fatiguing the muscle, which causes more lactic acid buildup. So you're looking at about a 45-second to a 1-minute resting period. And if you're looking at doing muscle, we take a lot shorter resting periods, which cause greater relief of anabolic hormones in the body and producing more blood flow into the muscle. So you're looking at about anywhere between 60 and 90-second resting periods. The biggest thing that I stress to all my clients in any workout is just the safety factors. Be aware of that going into any weight training program, making sure that you have a spotter if you are doing those heavy lifts that you're not able to do by yourself, making sure that you have somebody that you can rely on and that you can trust getting you through those heavy lifts during your workout. But also training with a weight training belt. This is going to be very, very important. Again, if you're doing heavy lifts, especially on, if you're training legs and if you're training back, these are going to be some things that you're, going to want to keep in the back of your mind when you are performing heavy lifts, the safety factors that go into them, as well as just making sure that, you have proper form and that you're picking a weight that's going to be comfortable for you. Try not to get too caught up in the weight that you are pushing during each set. You're eventually going to work your way up anyway, but if you are lifting by yourself, just make sure that you're picking a weight that's comfortable. It's something that you can pace yourself, get through your workout, and have fun, feel a little bit of a challenge, but nothing, again, that's going to put you out and that's going to put you at risk of having an injury. So thank you so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave your comments below, or you can shoot me an email. I'd love to chat and connect with you guys, and until next time, stay happy and stay healthy.